Alright, we just took a look at the ladies out on Silvopasture. So this is their day to forage. Now we're going to take a look at the men who are here in the hay pen getting their daily ration. So whenever they're not in the forage paddock, they get to spend the day in the hay pen getting hay. And this is just so we can keep them separate from the females until it's time for proper breeding season. So we have them in a small pen in a little thicker patch of woods where they get plenty of shade in the summer and plenty of windbreak in the winter. This is also one of the highest points on the farm. We're about as far away as we can get from any body of water, any stream or spring or the lake. So we have water quality in mind with that. And also just having dry conditions, well-drained conditions. We don't have to worry about mud and stuff piling up. It's a pretty simple setup. We just get round bales of hay, encircle them with a cattle panel, and let them poke their heads through to get food. Works pretty well. We get municipal wood chips from a tree crew for bedding the animals to eliminate mud and bad patches of manure and stuff from forming. Feed them mixed sheep minerals. The sheep can't have copper in their minerals, so the goats just have to deal with using the sheep minerals. And we trust that they get their copper and whatnot from the stuff that they're foraging out on the landscape. Water tubs. Right now we're just filling them with buckets. It's a quick walk from over where we collect water with the rain barrels. We also draw water from the lake in a tank on the truck and truck it up here when the rain barrels go dry. And of course we try to keep the hay dry, so we keep some simple asphalt roofing over top of it. Keep it from getting moldy and nasty. So fairly simple setup. And then I'm standing in the pen that the ladies will come into when they come off the silvopasture. They'll come right in that gate, and then I'll feed them as soon as they're in here. They'll get a small grain ration, and then they'll just chill out tonight ruminating. And in the morning, they'll get bumped up to the hay pen, and then the males will be put out onto the silvopasture, and they'll be allowed to forage all day. And we'll just continue that cycle until November 1st, at which point they'll be in breeding groups and almost entirely confined on feed and hay, with occasional forays into the silvopasture. But since we'll have 4 or 5 different breeding groups, that becomes a little harder to get them out more than once or twice a week. And this is looking down from the pen system. So this is all a sea of honeysuckle that they've eaten. In a minute I'll show you what it looks like before and after. But they've been eating in here for almost a month now, so they've done a pretty good job of cleaning up the honeysuckle. Alright, I'll go check out the before and after.